Okay. Thank you. This is about Mesothelioma Lawyer Firm. Firm. I will show you about Mesothelioma Law Firm. Top law firm for asbestos exposure. Asbestos is exposure. Okay. This is about people also ask who is a mesothelioma lawyer. A mesothelioma lawyer specialist is asbestos compensation talk liti- litigation, set a statement and asbestos lawsuit. The best mesothelioma lawyers work for a well-established nationwide law firm with proven track record. This is why it's important thing to hear a mesothelioma lawyer. This how long? How long does a mesothelioma lawsuit take? This is the average mesothelioma settlement time frame, although each case is different. Many mesothelioma lawsuits start to award compensation within 18 days. Further, the entry mesothelioma lawsuit timelines usually is using 12 months or less. Oh, no. No. Absorber. What is the compensation for mesothelioma? Uh, $1 million until $2.5 million. Mesothelioma compensation offering from $1 million to $2.4 million. Financial compensation for mesothelioma may come from uh, asbestos trust fund settlements or jury verdict is typically takes less than 1 year to receive mesothelioma compensation from trust fund and settlement. This is what is the average settlement amount that from across the United States reflect that most reported case generally settle for between 14,100 and 28,100 dollars. Can you claim a compensation of what is the state of limitation on asbestos claim? This the answer is when does the 3 years limitation period begin? In general, the limitation period begin from the date you were first diagnosed with an asbestos-related disease, such as asbestosis, diffuse blurred thickening of mesothelioma, and a claim must be made before these 3 years time periods end. Can you claim compensation for asbestos? Who can claim compensation after exposed to asbestos? Compensation for a personal injury following exposure to asbestos is available in to individuals who have gone on the develop and be diagnosed within a asbestos related disease that is causing a disability. These discuss include mesothelioma. You can read in other ask what is could settlement all offer, whether that case settle at the top or bottom on the acceptable dollars found reasonable for the injury involved depend on many factors. One of those factors is the ability to prove liability on the part of the defendant who is offering to settle the case. How much should I ask for in settlement? General rule is 75% to uh, 100% higher than what you would actually be satisfied with. For example, if you think your claim is worth between $118, $1,500, and $2,000, make your first image for $3,000 or $4,000. If you think your claim is worth $4,000 or $8,000, your first image for $8,000 or $10,000. This is how do you prove asbestos exposure? Alone obviously biopsy this detect microscopic asbestos fiber is in piece of low tissue removed by surgery. It is the most reliability test to confirm exposure to asbestos to uh, bronchoscopy is less invasive than this than biopsy biopsy and detect asbestos fiber in material that is rinsed out of the lung. It's measured only in the lungs. Well, mesothelioma and lung cancer can develop after exposure to asbestos each hours in different areas of the body. Lung cancer develops in the lung itself, while mesothelioma usually develop in the end of the lung. Mesothelioma can also develop in the lining of the abdomen, heard of tested. This is about mesothelioma lawyer mesothelioma compensation type amount and how to file mesothelioma you can read in Google maybe.